I'm participating in a horror trial challenge show. And if I complete all the trials, the production team will help me make a wish. The old man posted new rules on the wall of the room. The naughty kids play ball everywhere, disturbing the neighbor's rest, so you have to hide the balls. The naughty kids have many balls, but they only like to play with one ball the most. You have to find the one you hide. If you pick the wrong one, the mischievous kid's dad will show up immediately, and you might end up stuck in that room forever. You can't leave that floor to hide the ball. And remember, you can't hide it in a neighbor's house. Hiding the ball is safe there. Only if the naughty kid admits that he lost can you pass the level. If the naughty kid finds the hidden ball, all of you have to die. I arrived in the hallway, and everyone was asking if anyone had ever stayed at a neighbor's house with kids. Everyone was talking over each other, carefully recalling and confirming that no one had ever stayed at a house with kids. It turned out that there was a neighbor who had never appeared before. In the evening, we gathered upstairs and used the process of elimination to rule out the neighbors' houses we had visited. But we didn't dare to knock on any doors recklessly. If the person who opens the door isn't wearing shoes, then we're done for. Just when we were at a loss, we remembered the sound of basketball being played. Following the sound, I found room 4017. I gently knocked on the door, and it was opened by a woman who looked very strange. Her arms were particularly thin, like snakes, and she had a red scarf covering her eyes. "Hello, we are the new neighbors, and we specifically came to visit you today. Please come in." After we entered, the door slammed shut. The sound of playing basketball rang out again, coming from the bedroom. The target had appeared, and now we had to figure out how to hold the hostess back, and then get into the room. Although the hostess looked scary, but he was considerate enough to make tea for us. I reached out and grabbed the little finger, and gave him a look, and he nodded in understanding.
"Sister, let me help you. We feel quite bad for bothering you."
Taking advantage of the fact that they went to the kitchen, I quickly ran to the bedroom and gently pushed the door open. "Who are you? What do you want?" "I'm the neighbor from downstairs, and I came to visit your house today. This is my room, so you need to get out. I heard you're a fan of Kun Kun. I'm a fan of him too." When the mischievous kid heard me say this, he smiled at me and then fell silent. The situation was urgent, and I couldn't waste a moment, so I immediately started searching the room. The moment I opened the closet, I was shocked to find it filled with human heads, all with wide open eyes, as if they had experienced something terrifying in life. One of them was the man who had taken my meat. "Hey, are you here to play games with me? I love playing games. Are these heads the basketballs that the mischievous kid plays with? So among all these heads, which one is his favorite?" I suppressed my nausea and fear and picked up the heads in front of me to observe them. I turned over several heads, but didn't find anything special. I was getting anxious at this time. I didn't have much time left. If the hostess found out that I sneaked in, I would definitely have a hard time explaining it. Which one is the mischievous kid's favorite? I struggled for a moment, and then quickly grabbed a random head from the corner and stuffed it into my backpack. The mischievous kid didn't stop me, and I excitedly shouted, "It's been a long time since anyone has played with me. You need to pay close attention, or else." Hey. I didn't answer. He immediately walked outside, and just as he reached the living room, Xiao Xiao and the others came back. I used the excuse of having something to do to say goodbye to the woman. He didn't try to keep us. She politely escorted us to the door. Just then, a strange noise suddenly came from her house. The woman's smile had turned quite eerie. At that moment, I quickly shut the door. The man's blood-red eyes were fierce and terrifying, staring at us intensely. Oh no, we definitely picked the wrong ball. At that moment, the mischievous kid also came out, and I was about to get a new basketball. Hey. I threw my backpack at them, yanked the male owner's head down, and shouted, "Run!"